which I'm really excited to watch. PvT is a match that I've been struggling with lately, and we'll see what Snipe decides to do for an opening as well as Jmorrow. The openings are very important with this matchup, and I would like to see kind of a one Rax expand versus a one gate. See him set up for a big macro game.
I think that's probably what we'll see here, especially once you get with the Masters players especially. They just kind of know what they can get away with, especially on this kind of map where it isn't a two-player map. You can definitely do those one racks, one gate expands, and usually get away with it unless you're not out microed, that kind of thing. You should usually be able to hold on. But yeah, we do see Jmorrow, our teal Protoss. He will be in the top right, and we have PZSniXSniPe. I'm not even going to try to say all this kind of stuff. It is Snipe, our pink Terran, in the bottom left.
Thank you to James, our cameraman in StarCraft space, spinning around the camera, showing us really cool views of what's going on. I actually saw a mod. Well, it's actually a trick, I believe, where you can turn the camera all the way around. The game just looks completely bizarre, but
yeah, I can imagine.
Looks like XX Blood in chat is excited for this PvT. I'm excited as well, and does look like Snipe's going to wall in, be vulnerable to early Void Rays. Those early Void Rays can be hard to deal with. At least I find it hard to deal with. We'll see what Snipe does. Looks like he's got his worker queued up. I'm just going to build his racks right there, so definitely going to wall in. And gas time is going to be very, very important, or if he doesn't get any at all. Same with Morrow, but we're seeing more and more of these Protoss players, at least today, building their pylon right against their Nexus.
Yeah, and Gateway going right against the Nexus as well. I don't know, it's just... I think it's just for safekeeping. It's just keeping your valuables close. To be honest with you, I don't think there's a whole lot of strategy behind it. I personally like to throw it just kind of in the middle of my base, just so I can get the most amount of vision, because near the middle of the game you do want to try and get a pylon all around the edges, just so you can't be as vulnerable to drops. But as you were saying earlier, this is going to be a little bit vulnerable from Snipe to those Void Ray builds. He is going to start that supply depot momentarily, and actually using the SEV that was building the barracks, just throwing him off for a second, starting that supply depot and putting him back to work. He really doesn't want Jmorrow to scout whatever he's going for.
Barely delaying the racks and allowing all the workers to stay on mining, giving him...
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah, giving him a little bit more money. They're getting out the orbital instantaneously. No gas, so it looks like we're going to see an expand. Is he going to be brave in low ground expansion? Morrow's doing a low ground expansion because that's his only choice, but it does look like there's no gas for either player. So both of these guys going to set up for the macro long game.
Yeah, Jmorrow is actually doing that Nexus before Cybernetics, so that is quite a big deal. He's just dropping that now. So last time we saw PvT, we saw no Stalker before Nexus, and that's a bit of a greedy-ish build. To be honest with you, I'm not sure what the norm is if you want to get that stock earlier. That's just what I do just to... I was watching Minigun teach someone how to do a proper... or just one of his fast expand builds anyhow, and you get that stalker out beforehand just to see if there is any bunkers on the low ground. But this guy's actually going for Nexus before Cybercore, so that is kind of a big deal.
Yeah, as you were saying, kind of playing a little bit greedy here, but I think he can afford to. It is a big deal, but I think he can afford to. What's moving out right now? There's actually 2 Marines. This is pretty rare. Look at the units tab. Nothing. A bunker going down. Jeez Louise, there goes everything I said. This could actually be really problematic.
I think this is exactly what, when I was watching Minigun's stream, exactly what that early stalker is to prevent, is to stop this. But he actually might just be able to kill all these Marines here. A little bit of miss micro by Snipe. If he did proper stutter steps, he could have probably kept those alive. And he is going to lose a lot of probes here. Killing that bunker, good job by Jmorrow, just pushing him out of the base. Losing, how many probes did he actually lose there? He lost 4. So not a huge deal, but obviously not something he would like.
You know what? I thought that was actually going to go a bit worse, but he was able to get a full surround. It was almost like he had Zerglings there, kind of ran them past, got a full surround of Marines, not moving in time, not being stutter-stepped away. So Snipe wasn't actually monitoring that army full-time, must have been back in his base looking at some stuff. But good response by Jmorrow. I really liked it. He stayed calm, got the surround, dealt with it, lost 4 probes. Really, as you were saying, he went for the Nexus before Cybernetics core, so only losing 4 probes. I think really good job by him.
Yeah, exactly. We see 3 barracks finishing right now, and a 3rd in the main turning into an orbital for Snipe here. So going up to that fast, they're just going to help them make and saturate those 2 bases. We do see 2 stalkers pushing out, seeing if they can do any damage here, and we do see 2 gates and a robo facility for Jmorrow. And a scan does come down. Does he see that? He does not see any of those buildings on the right-hand side there.
Very nice placement by Jmorrow. A couple people in chat are saying we're sounding robotic. Yeah, apparently I'm blaming Twitch right now. I know someone in chat just blamed Twitch. We got some stalkers moving up here. Going to actually be able to do no damage because of that bunker. Did pick off 1 Marine. Yeah, unfortunately we sound robotic. We're on TeamSpeak. You sound perfect to me, Sprawl. I'm assuming I sound all right. So unfortunately, I think this might be Twitch, which we do apologize. Hopefully we can get it fixed up. Doesn't look like anyone's answering us right at the moment. And apparently voices sound fine again, so I guess we're back.
Interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what that's about, but we do see a missile turret going down in the natural of Snipe here. Just a little bit of precaution, just in case some sort of... To be honest with you, I'm not really sure. I guess if he was going for Void Rays, those would definitely help out, but just putting them there. Maybe if DT's... Yeah, that's true as well. He could just snipe some observers that are just misrallied, of course. And we do see a pylon coming down in the middle of the map. Good little proxy pylon. So if he does want to push out, I think he is going to push out fairly soon here. Is he going into... Yeah, he's going into a 5-gate blink. So interesting decision. He does have a decent amount of room here to get up onto the high ground, but there is a supply depot right there that's going to... And a Marine on patrol, actually, that is going to show Snipe that those blink stalkers actually are going to come up in there.
Yeah, now, there was another scan going down by Snipe. You know, he's feeling a little bit nervous, but Jmorrow does have that observer just hanging out. Going to fly in here, see everything that's going on. So this timing could be really interesting. He is massing stalkers.
Oh, wow.
Gets it. That was at the very last second, the very edge of the scan there. So good job by Snipe. Now, he was probably with Blink. He was probably planning on using that observer.
Oh, exactly. That was definitely a big deal. Now he has to wait. Blink isn't done yet, but he's gonna have to wait for this observer that's popping right now just to come across the map. And I think he realizes that his timing's not gonna work as well as he had hoped. He's dropping that robotics bay just so he can move into another tech, just in case he has to, and also dropping that second gas. So I believe that this is just gonna be a bit of a poke, not exactly a fatal killing blow.
You know what? I have to agree with you right now. Snipe is actually decently ahead in supply, getting out only 1 Zealot there and running across the map. We do have a robotics bay on the way, so he is going to try to get some Colossus out, but it does look like he was trying to hide his stalker numbers there as he was running a bunch of the stalkers away. Did not want the Marines to see what was going on, but it looks like Snipe is moving out. Jmorrow's going to see this. Is he going to want to engage or not? He's not sure what to do, and losing 1 stalker there. And actually pulling out, so it doesn't look like we're going to have this big timing that we were expecting.
Yeah, I was kind of excited when I saw the bio ball move out. I was hoping Jmorrow was just going to run south there and try and blink up, because that army had no medivacs with it. It would have had to run all the way around just to get back up into the base, and Blink would have been off cooldown. He could have just jumped back up. But being a caster and seeing everything, obviously it's easy for me to say. He is actually going to jump inside of the 3rd here and probably kill it, actually. And he's going to be in a really good position. He's going to be able to run into the high ground and then just blink down to the low ground.
Is he going to get it? The Marauders showing up the last moment.
And is it going to be worth it?
Mass repair going down now that all the SUVs are here. He's not going to get it, but he's still focusing it. So that was huge for Snipe. Snipe just did really, really well there. Look at this. Look at the supply count, Sprawl. 50 difference right now. I think that was a huge blunder by Morrow.
Yeah, that was... more than huge, catastrophic even. Like, if I know he really, really wanted that command center, but once those SCVs started repairing and he lost a couple of stalkers, he was really just not going to get it. He just committed way too long. And yeah, now he's in a very scary position. He only has Zealots and 1 Colossus. That's it. If we saw the Terran just move out right this second, he could probably just win. he is playing it a little bit safe, going to take these watchtowers here and kind of get map control. He's just going to take a fourth. So that's a good decision. If you want to play safe by Snipe, he's just going to be way economically ahead. And yeah, no third coming out yet for Jmorrow. He is dropping that pylon by the third, but hasn't exactly taken it.
You know what? I like this. I like the fact that Snipe is saying, you know what? I had a really good move there, but I'm not going to fully commit to try to kill him right now. I'm just going to try and get more ahead. Just a shout out to the chat. I looked over and I thought Rubix SC, I thought he was saying we were really inning, and I was kind of hurt. I actually shed a tear, but he actually said he's enjoying it. So I misread that. I'm happy, but the chat's screaming, you know, they could be over right now. And with both of these players being so highly ranked, I doubt that Snipe is going to be able to drop this type of lead. But then again, we did see Morrow kind of make a mistake there and really lose a lot of army for nothing. Ghosts are about to be on the way. I don't think there's any in the army composition right now. Looking at the production tab, he is starting to get ghosts out now. An interesting thing to note, something I do, and I'm not exactly sure what the professional meta on this is, but the Mobius reactor for Ghost that gets you out more energy, it actually researches so quickly. I see Terrans a lot of time wait for that research to be done before they even produce the first Ghost, just so they can pop out with more energy. But it does look like Snipe wants to be a little bit aggressive here, but is going to need some more Vikings. There's no Vikings in his current ball. He is getting ship weapons level 2.
Yeah, so I guess he is planning to go for them. He just hasn't actually made room on his budget to get them quite yet. He has to, oh wow, that was a lot of supply depots. He is definitely making some sort of writing in the top left base here. I believe that's going to say Florida. That's my guess. It's starting with an F, so I don't know what else it could be, but anyhow, that Ghost is just chilling. That is a brave Ghost. Usually you see like a Marine on a watchtower, but he's like, you know what, guys, I got this. Special ops, just gonna chill at this watchtower, see if I can. He doesn't even have cloak. He just wants to see if he can, I guess, EMP right as the army comes in. But his observer does spot this.
He's just got his gun in his air. He doesn't give a shit, man.
Like,
looking at what he's doing. There is an F. If you look on the mini-map, that is a perfect F. That is the most perfect F I've ever seen. Looks like it's going to be followed up by an E. So I'm excited to see what happens here. This Terran on 4 bases can't afford a lot of supply depots. We see Terran infantry weapons level 3 is almost complete. Well, actually not almost. It's over halfway. It is over halfway completed. But there is a Warp Prism drop saying, I am screwing up your funny picture. You are not going to get this picture out. The Marauder Marine Ball will make quick work of that, and it looks like this Warp Prism will get killed as the +2, actually no, +1, will be +2 momentarily. Vikings do show up.
Yeah, this is really scary. There's only +1 out for, and oh, this Ghost might actually get taken down by these Stalkers. Just mini little battle here.
No.
Could this be a small victory by Jmorrow? And it is a small victory, but it is indeed just that, a small victory. We do see 1-1 now out for our Protoss, but it is 3-3? No, it's 2-2, almost 3. Almost 3-3. So three weapons is going to finish, and then our armor is going to finish shortly after. That is just a massive bio ball. He's got Ghosts, he's got Vikings, he has everything he needs. The only thing, oh wow, was this Colossus supposed to be rallied here? I don't really know, but he's gone now, so yeah. Wasn't sure if that was on purpose or not. Maybe he's just going in for some Colossus harass. I have no idea. But with that many Vikings on the map, does get disintegrated very quickly. And yeah, I don't think that Jmorrow can do very much here. Once he gets Storm out, obviously there is that chance that Storm just kills everything, but with these upgrades, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, you know, Storms are very effective in this matchup, but I just don't think there's so many Ghosts as well. Although no cloaking quite yet, it will be finished momentarily. But, you know, Storms, yeah, they're going to have to be incredible fields, incredible Storm, and a blunder by Snipe to kind of mess this up, although he does need to push right now. He's maxed. His opponent is not maxed. He does not, should not allow his Protoss opponent to get maxed out. So he is moving out right now. I would love to see him be more aggressive. I think he needs to go right now. But there is an FEX in the top corner as those supply depots are making themselves known. Oh, huge Storms going down, actually, but EMPs are huge as well. All the energy, he EMP'd everything. He didn't lose all the Ghosts, but they were absolutely worth it. The Vikings, these Vikings are +2. They do 16 damage, worse armored, and it looks like this Fireball is just going to run over what